Cardinals short favorites on the road at Pittsburgh. Pirates plus 105 total to 8.5 runs. Matthew Liberatore goes. He's 0-0 with a 4.50 ERA. And it's Carmen Mlodzinski. No idea if I'm saying that right, but he has a 9.82 ERA. And the Pirates offense, it's not one that I really want to trust. So when I first saw this, I thought to myself, the Cardinals at minus 130. I understand that Matthew Liberatore is not an ace, but still, surprisingly enough, the Cardinals have the best team average in all of baseball, and they're minus 130 here. Is there something I'm missing?
Oh, man, I don't think so. I mean, God, if you have a guy who has, I did not handicap this game, but I will say this, is that if you have a guy who has an ERA over 9, and I know there's not a huge sample size, and then also you have one of the most light-hitting offenses in all of Major League Baseball, like if you can get a good price here, find a way to bet the Cards, I think that's probably, and it's minus 130, like I would probably just take Cardinals money line, right?
Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. Like, unless I'm missing something, because it's not like the Pirates bullpen is great. Like, I don't know. The Pirates don't seem like a trustworthy team to me, but maybe the odds makers know something that I do not. And again, Matthew Liberatore has some familiarity with the Pirates. You know, obviously it's a divisional matchup. Some of these hitters have some pretty solid splits against him, but still, I think I depend on the Cardinals to do a little bit better in this one. Maybe it's something to do with Sunday Night Baseball, because I think the Red Sox and the Cardinals played Sunday Night Baseball. I watched a little bit of that game. Maybe that has something to do with it. All right, so let's look at some of these other games. Yankees, Tigers. Before I move on, yes or no, Jenks? Do we want to talk about this one?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right, here we go. Yankees minus 165, Tigers plus 135, total of 8.5. Carlos Rodon, 1-1, 3.97 ERA, going against Casey Mize, who has not given up a run yet. So this is a strong price on the Yankees, minus 165. And the Tigers, I want to believe in them. Like, I feel like they're a good team, but they have just played some really good teams. Like, first series of the season, they played against the Dodgers and went toe-to-toe with them, but, like, lost a bunch of one-score games. So I don't know if I want to fade the Tigers here, but I don't know. The Yankees are really good as well. Do you have a play here that you like?
You know what I was looking at, and I'm trying to find a 4, but I like the Yankees team total, which is right now set at 4.5, over-unders minus 110. If you could get a 4 and lay a little juice, then that's kind of what I would do here, just because the Yankees have scored at least 4 runs in 7 of their 9 games this season. So we know how dangerous those bats have been. I'm kind of looking around for it, and I'm tempted to go with the Yankees here. I just don't know if I want to lay that money line price, but I'm trying to find Yankees team total, because if I can find a 4, I would hammer that.
Yeah, I think maybe the only sabotage factor is that it gonna be cold. 37 degrees in Detroit. We know that's not hitter-friendly conditions, but we know that the Yankees have those torpedo bats, and they can barrel just about anything. But maybe that's why the total on this one is like a touch lower than maybe you'd think it'd be. But 8.5 doesn't seem, super low. So maybe the weather does not matter quite as much as I am leading on. All right, next up, let's go to the AL East. Blue Jays and Red Sox squaring off here. Pretty solid price on the Red Sox with their ace on the mound. Garrett Crochet gets the ball 1-0 with a 1.39 ERA, total of 9 runs. Jose Berrios gets the ball, and we know Vladdy Jr. just got absolutely paid. Well, a huge deal worth $500 million. Not sure if that makes a difference in this game. This is similar to like the Cardinals handicap for me. Great Red Sox team, their ace, solid price against a middling Blue Jays team, and it's in Boston. What am I missing here, Jenks?
Oh, man, I don't know. I kind of like Boston here, I think is where I'm going. Or the over. Like, I don't know how you are, but when it comes to the Red Sox and the way they generally play, and I see Berrios on the mound, who I've been fading for a while now, I tend to look at it and say, maybe I'll just go with the over here. But I want to find a way, I think, to take the Red Sox. Maybe the Red Sox on the run line is the way to go. Like, here's the thing. Jose Berrios settled down in his last outing against the Nationals, and that's all well and fine. But he got rocked in his first appearance of the year against the Orioles, and now he takes a big upgrade as far as the lineup that he's going to face. And so even going back to last year, he was fadeable in spots like this. I've just been big on Garrett Crochet for the entire season. 2 appearances this year, 13 innings, given up a total of just 2 runs. Red Sox have covered the run line in each of those games. So I think that's probably where I'm going to go. Or I'll just, maybe just take the Red Sox at minus 130. I think it's a good price.
Here, let me slow you down for a second because I think we have some conflicting reports. Because I said to myself, why are the Red Sox only minus 130 with their ace going? It doesn't look like it's going to be their ace. According to MLB.com, it's going to be somebody with the last name of Fitz. So
well, then that changes things.
Yes, Richard Fitz is going to be pitching, which is I feel like a big decrease, and that's probably why the Red Sox are minus 130. So, I'm not going to bet on that game because clearly I had some misinformation. So, let's move on. Dodgers Nationals. How about this one? Dodgers minus 190, Nationals plus 155. Trevor Williams is pitching in this game. An interesting side note. We saw a podcast with Jazz Chisholm talking about Trevor Williams. I think it was the Cavender twins who were hosting this podcast, the famous influencer basketball girls from Miami. Hopefully I said that correctly. But he was saying that the toughest pitcher that he has faced, surprisingly so, and he even said he sucked. He was like, Trevor Williams, he sucks, but he always gets me out. I cannot figure out his stuff. So maybe Trevor Williams can, I don't know, surprise some people against the Dodgers. I'm probably not going to be putting my money on it. It's Dustin May that gets the ball for the Dodgers. Only a total of 8 here, though. So, Jenks, maybe I'm not on the Dodgers at minus 190. I don't think I want to put my faith in Trevor Williams and the Nationals, but I do think we see some runs scored in this game. What's the weather in D.C. today? Is the weather going to stop this total from hitting?
It's gross right now. It's super gross. And also, I think we've had a lot of pitching changes overnight. So we see, according to MLB.com, man, we've seen a lot of changes. Dustin May's going up against Mackenzie Gore. So I'm not sure. Yeah. So I think that probably explains some of the discrepancies here.
Love that.
But I fun fact, but also I do think the weather's nasty right now. It's colder, it's rainy, it's nasty. So I would probably, just based on that alone, go to the under. I'm looking outside right now. I got to go Commanders later, and it's going to be a grind because traffic's going to come to a slow or come to a stop. It's nasty. Yeah, I'd lean to the under based on the pitching change and also the fact that because you have especially Mackenzie Gore has been very good for the Nationals, right? So
he's their ace.
Yeah. So if there's the Dodgers bats are the Dodgers bats, you always have to put that out there. I understand that. But even with that as a caveat, I think if you're going against the team's ace and you're talking about bad weather, you're probably looking at an underplay here.
Yeah, Mackenzie Gore's been really good. 18 strikeouts in just 11 innings of work. 6 shutout against a very good Phillies lineup in his debut this season. Well, his season debut, I should say. And then 5 innings strong, 3 earned runs against Toronto. Plus, it's a long trip for LA. I know we don't talk about this much in baseball because it happens so often, but travel still matters. This is not an easy trip to make from LA to DC. That is a long plane ride for a team like the Dodgers that's been absolutely raking. I understand that, but I feel like at some point they're just not going to win 12 games in a row every single 2 weeks. So maybe not one that I'm going to be betting. All right, so we've got a lot of other games here. Jenks, is there one that caught your eye that you might want to bet on?
Well, I've been looking at Reds and Giants, I think. So I'm going to look at a first 5 under in this game. I want to make sure we got the right pitching matchup here. Yes, we have Hunter Green and Logan Webb. But, we bet on Logan Webb a lot last year when he was in San Francisco, right? So last year when he was pitching at home, he went 7-5 at ERA of 2.83. Already off to a great start this season. Both of those starts have actually been on the road. Hunter Green has been very good as well. 3 earned runs over 12 innings. Already faced the Giants earlier this year, gave up 2 runs over 5 innings. I don't want to trust that Giants bullpen. We always stay away from them. But I would go first 5 under out in San Francisco. I think is a strong play.
I think the only sabotage factor would be that he just faced this lineup. Sometimes the advantage goes to the hitter when you just saw this guy pitching, but Hunter Green has really good stuff. He's one of those guys that I feel like are on the cusp of being an elite pitcher just because the strikeout stuff is always there. Last year, 169 strikeouts and only 150 innings of work.